Yo, what up, guys? B5D here, logged into the Noob Pro on day 50, a brand new free-to-play account that I started to get to beating all the Dragon, Fire Knight, Ice Golem, all the dungeon content at level 25 as the first objective, and the second objective would be to get Lydia by beating all the faction war stages at level 21 and 3-starring it and all that stuff. So that's what this series is all about. We got derailed a little bit to get a fusion champion, Emic Trunkard, which was an impossible fusion to do at less than 30 days, but we achieved it. So now it's time for us to get back to our regular scheduled program and give you updates about what this account is doing, what the changes is happening to the account, and all that craziness that is happening to a new player account. Of course, since Emic Trunkard is the newest legendary in this account, and we all know that this champion was made to be used as an unkillable champion for newer players, or for endgame players they can use it somewhere else, I guess. But he's gonna be a champion that facilitates unkillable for our teams, and we've been seeing some champion builds about him so far online on the YouTube. But I'm not ready for unkillable yet. I'm not ready for unkillable yet because he alone can make it happen like Helicat or others could do, but he needs other champions along with him to make it happen. But for the meantime, do I put him in my vault because I don't even have legendary skill tomes, don't have masteries? No, he's not going to be in the vault. He has to join my content, and I'll tell you why. He's a newer champion, yes, but there is a skill that makes him especially useful in wave content, or even as a support champion in general, for general content, not just for only clan boss. So I'll head over to his skill and show you his A2, which you might not be conversant with, but it decreases the cooldown of all his ally skills except his own skill by 1 turn. So if attack just uses skill, kill just uses skill, deacon just uses skill, he'll decrease all their skills cooldown by 1 turn, meaning they'll have to use their skills soon. Even Rectodrat, her heal, her revive, everything, he can use it again very soon because he just decreased it by an entire 1 turn. It's not much, but it's going to help him a lot be a viable support who is not just bringing unkillable and just chilling. So this is not the only thing he will be known for. This is the most valuable skill he will bring to my clan boss when I start using him for that Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. For the meantime, he has to just be a support champion in general content where we are trying to push to level 20 and 25. That's the goal for Emic Trunkard right now. So it's not, even without skill tomes, even without being booked, yes, this is still viable because it's on a 4-turn cooldown. This will be difficult to get around again because it's on a 6-turn cooldown. So I'm not looking forward to this one, but this one will be used a lot in battle. So he also be placing a shield on one other ally besides himself, which is going to be useful somewhere, I guess. So no masteries or anything. I just put together this beginner, very beginner friendly build right here. You can see me even use a very beginner set that you can even farm from the campaign levels. That live set right here, because I do not have good immortal sets. I don't have any of that right now because I've not started beating brutal and nightmare at a more advanced stage, right? So all I'm left with is these scattered pieces that have been dropping for me from other sources. So what was I looking for? This champion damage is based on HP, but his shield that he places on the allies is also based on his max HP. So you have to put a lot of HP substat on him. So if I check out my weapon right here, it does have a HP 10%, shield 16% HP, and of course, helmet 16%, shield 11 and 12% HP. Everything has HP. But the chest right here, HP main stat, no HP substat, but it's still useful because together with the shield is going to give me an additional 15% HP for a 1-piece set. You can put 3-piece life set if you have good ones. I don't even have a good life set for boots. That's why I put a random boot right here that has HP substat right here. So I was looking for HP on everything. I don't even have his ascensions unlocked fully. That's why I have only a ring, no amulet or banner right here. This champion does not need accuracy. That's a good thing. That means I can put a HP, an additional HP banner when I finally unlock that. I don't even need crit damage on his glove or anything. That's why I went towards HP. And on the amulet, when I finally unlock it, I'll be going towards HP also. Everything HP, or maybe defense somewhere. I need some defense, right, for clan boss or for general content, so it doesn't just go down when his unkillable is not active. So that's my Emic first draft build. This is just a sample build to allow me use him in some content, especially in faction wars, to get some what do you call those things, glyphs, I guess, and of course be a champion that will accompany me in some dungeon content to replace some of my older champions who I'm not intending to take to 60. All right, let me show you his total stats first of all to see how he's faring. 74k KHP is crazy. Yes, I took him to 60 because of the champion training that is going on, and he's a legendary, and it's something I intend to use in the long run. So I don't intend to take anybody else to 60 besides my legendaries first. So I'll be going into battle with a bunch of legendaries that I've already obtained. Defense not up to 2k yet, but his speed is 153 speed right here, not up to 200 like I would want. Not focused on crit rate, not focused on crit damage, accuracy not needed like I said, but that's his total stat that I was able to obtain on this champion. No masteries yet, but I'll be farming his masteries. Not highest priority for masteries on my account. I want to prefer the damage dealers to have masteries first before the support characters, but he will eventually get his masteries one day. So that's my basic beginner build right here. I will recommend for my end game account, maybe when I put out a champion guide about him, I'll show him in a more end game build. For now, this is for newer players coming in and just got this champion. Good luck to you guys and building with any scattered set you want, as long as you have HP substats as high as you can, because that's what will help you in general content. And then if you want to build in for the clan boss, eventually you won't need that high of HP anymore, because you don't need high HP when he's doing his block. He's unkillable on the clan boss as an unkillable team. You just have to be the right speed according to the guide that you're following for that unkillable team. That's all you need. For now, I wasn't trying to reach any particular speed for arena, for clan boss or anything. He's still gonna be in my clan boss team with this build. Yes, he's gonna be in my clan boss team, even if the unkillable is just for 2 turns, and then it's not gonna be available for an entire 6 turns. I'm still gonna add into my unkillable team, and he will replace Cryodan the Blue in most of my teams, because the only reason why I have Cryodan the Blue in most of my teams is because I don't want to die. Then because he will help me freeze the enemies. So with the help of this newer build champion, I finally was able to beat Dragon 20. From the Emic fusion, when we were doing the fusion, I was beating 19, 17, 18 until right now today I was able to hit Dragon 20. Usually when I come into 20, everybody dies and only kill or attack I struggle to take down the boss. But right now when I ran it as a test, everybody survived. Without a reviver, we survived the way we've survived the boss. I might even take out Crydon the Blue and add an additional damage dealer like this champion when I finally have him ready to be doing huge damage. But for now, either him or this. For now, I have to run it with Cryodan, I guess. Let's just test it, see how risky it can be, see if Emic can help us stay alive. Let's just test, right? It's just a test. For now, let me add a little bit more damage and see whether it will be enough. Because Emic should do it, but he's not highly booked. So let's consider that if it fails. But it shouldn't fail though. I just want to take much. I just want to do much damage. So if you let him just do whatever, he will start the battle with his unkillable. So it's better he starts with the unkillable. So nothing will happen to us right now. Nobody will die until maybe the next wave 2. The unkillable will be around again after 6 turns. So let me put it on auto. Now the skill that I'm most interested in him using the most is this his second skill. This is the A2. That will decrease the cooldown of all my ally skills. Let me put it on slow speed so you see when that happens. He will put another shield on us. Where is it? This one. Decrease cooldown of all my ally skills. That means their skills is available for them to use right now. I love that skill right there. So with his unkillable, nobody died. With his shield, nobody died. Even without me bringing my freeze champion or my rector drat. So he can probably keep me alive. And maybe with the help of him and maybe a reviver, I can go up to Dragon 25 if I wanted to, or 24. But for now, we just want to make sure that we can beat level 20, farm it a little bit, change some gear from some champions who are still rocking 4-star gear, and then I'll be able to test out 25. So he's using his A1, 18k damage on that A1. Why is he even critting? That's impressive. 18k damage. Maybe that champion has weaken on him. I guess that's why he did that much. Let's see. Is the skill available again? Nope, it's still not available. So he's going to use his A1 most of the time until those his 2 skills are available. So if you get legendary skill tome, he's totally worth it. And yes, that's it. The Hoardings have started taking me down. But my attack and my kill will eventually get to the boss and end it. Let me take it faster and see. Because I do have a lot of poisons. So that's what he gets. If you have legendary skill tomes on him, this will not happen. Nobody will go down. But I guess we'll have to see. Decrease attack, poison. So I guess we can still run it like this. even without Cryodan the blue, because usually I rely on Cryodan to freeze those champions, those hoardings, so they don't get any ideas and begin to nuke down my damage dealers. So this still works, I guess. Unkillable, keeping himself alive. Where is my big shield? That's the shield. Decrease cooldown. That means Kill can use his poison again. Kill, use your poison again. No, I wanted him to use his A3 still one more time for it to be available. So that's it. So most of these champions that are in battle will have their skills available faster than usual when this champion is on the team. And the boss is about to do his big hit, but we are already unkillable. Kill will survive it with the help of this champion. So that's the biggest news right now that I wanted to show. Even with beginner sets that I farmed so far, I was able to make him viable in my content. So maybe not everywhere, but to help me with the waves and help me with, even right now, I'll put him in a clan boss in this same build, and hopefully he can also do the same thing and help us stay alive. We can start farming 5-star and 6-star gear from this level of the dragon, and without fear of going down or dying or stuff. So maybe I'll bring in a reviver, maybe I'll bring in another damage dealer, but for now I'll run it like that. So that's the biggest news that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me head back into my content and show you a little bit of more artifacts and accessories. Who was rebuilt besides this champion? Michinaki has all his gear at 16 except this weapon, which is not required to be 16, so he will soon be joining our teams. I did go into the magic keep and farm a lot of potions. All went to attack and got attack fully ascended, right? So that's attack fully ascended right here. Kill has been ascended a long time ago, so I don't have any other ones. I farmed it a lot though, but I was surprised I didn't have enough to put into Jintoro or put into Cryodan. I have a lot of magic affinity champions, and I farmed that magic keep a lot. I might even have some left. I think it's the arcane keep. No, it's already done for, but I do have a lot of the greater ones, right? See, a lot of the greater ones. So hopefully I get a lot of magic keep farmed again, and then Michinaki can get one more onto him like this, because I need all these champions to be fully ascended. I did manage to get my newest legendary champion to level 3, which unlocks his passive. So that's all I needed for him, level 3 right now, since it's void affinity. Cold Heart is the next champion that I was looking for, but since we are not looking forward to pushing the spider right now or pushing Fire Knight, we're gonna leave Cold Heart where she is right now. All my legendaries are getting more attention than my epics or my rares, so that's the way I'm looking at it right now. Cold Hearts will be paired with alongside with Royal Guard when I build both of them to get ready for the spider and the Fire Knight. They'll help me take down that content faster. I know Royal Guard works crazy good in also wave content, whether it's dragon or anything, but I'm not ready to build him right now because I'm waiting for that savage gear that these two champions need to do crazy damage. I didn't want to build them in any beginner sets because there's a lot of champions that needs this beginner set right now. So when we finally get better savage gear, Cold Heart and Royal Guard will come into play in some other content, which is maybe not even the dragon. So that's what they are preparing for. For now, I have other champions to focus on. I've managed to spend my entire gems and silver. That means I'm sabotaging my next upcoming fusion. So normally I tell you guys to start saving everything, start saving silver, start saving gems, but on the Noob to Pro, I want to skip the next fusion. I don't want to go through that stress again on 2 accounts. I just want to focus on our main content on this account, which is pushing dragon, pushing all the dungeon 25 content, and pushing all getting Lydia. So this fusion just derails everything. And although this fusion did help us get a lot of this gear, this fusion helped us get a lot of legendary champions that you see right here on the account, including these 2 champions, right? The fusion did it, also gave us a rector while we were pulling shots for the fusion, but that's not an excuse. We did spend a lot of gems, we did spend a lot of energy that we would have used to take a lot of champions to 60 because of a fusion. So it's, although we will still manage to get a worthy champion, but I'm not looking forward to doing it again. Even if the next fusion is crazy good, I think I'll skip out on it. So to help me skip out on it, I've started spending all my gems so that by the time the next fusion is around, I'll be like, I don't have enough gems, I don't have enough silver. So that might be a good excuse. So I'm sabotaging my fusion right now. Another thing that I might do to sabotage my fusion even further is whenever there's a 2x that is available, my shards will go for a 2x. Normally when you're preparing for your next fusion, you do not touch your shards. After this weekend, which is a 10x, no, it's not a weekend, it's already Saturday. A 10x is going on right now. Next weekend is going to be a 2x. I think the last one was for secret, so the next one will be for, I forget, I have to check. But a 2x is coming up next week, none this week, so I will open shards during that next 2x by all means necessary. The last one was Ascension, so the next one will be secret, I think. We have 3 secret shards coming in right here from our referral accounts. Yes, 3 secret shards. They're all at 49, 48, 48. So we'll soon be getting all these 3 secret shards plus one more, 4. That might tempt us to go for a fusion, but I want to make sure I spend my gems, spend my silver. Don't slow down our progress just because we're looking forward to a fusion. But if you're looking forward to fusions, slow down your progress and save all your resources for that fusion. So those are the 2 ways. Right now, I'm using all my gems, I'm using all my silver during artifact announcement, of course, because I don't want to do the next fusion. It's a conscious decision I'm making that I don't want to do fusions on this Noob to Pro because it kind of slows our progress down. So that's artifact announcement going on. And for champion training that is going on, I did say that I'll pick up that legendary skill tome because we have a lot of legendaries that need skill tomes. Therefore, I'm pushing hard for this champion training and using gems to actually farm it because I need to take a lot of champions to 60 and of course get this legendary skill tome to maybe book one more level into attack. Yes, attack is still getting all our legendary skill tomes once attack is done with his booking priorities in terms of this is skill that needs to be on a cooldown, or is it this one? Yeah, one more cooldown on this and decrease attack, at least for clan boss and any general content, and then we'll maybe forget about this skill for now and move on to Emic. So I want to book this one fully before I move on to this one. I don't think attack will get this one fully booked, although it requires it to restore his HP though. It requires it to, I don't know. We'll see how much legendary skill tomes we can get. We started beating brutal. Yes, according to the clan boss, because of these new champions we've got, I can 1-key hard, so why not move from hard to brutal? How many damage? I have not spent my key today on brutal, but I do about 10 million or 13 million. But with the help of Emic Trunkard, maybe we'll do up to 15 million in brutal today. Hopefully. Let's see. I don't have any keys right now to spend on it, but that's the update that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm still stuck in this Doom Tower stage of what's his name. It's so difficult. Maybe Emic can help us. Emic is now the savior. Even Retro Drag could not get me past this dude because once he gets up to that 10th count, he starts hitting so hard and my kills dies, my Emic, my attack dies. So I'm finding it hard to pass get this stage and get that energy that I need. But I guess I'll just have to let it go. Only 4 more days to go. I don't think Emic can help us here, but I'll try to see one more time if Emic is the champion that I needed. I guess, does the boss ignore unkillable? I don't think he ignores unkillable. I might be able to scale through with that. All right, what else do I have to share? Potions, I've talked about potions, I've looked at the shard counts, and then my champion stats and masteries. Speaking of masteries, that's where most of these gems went to. Remember I said once the fusion ends, we'll go back and start getting masteries on this champion. So if you check out, attack now has War Master. So I managed to get that done. Deacon has War Master. Kill already had it. So these 2 champions, I used gems to farm up their masteries. Gems to energy, not gems to masteries. Now I use gems in the Minnow 15 to farm and get their masteries to this high level. And Cryodan was there with them to make sure they don't die, so he managed to get some masteries along. Amiga was getting some mastery because he was gonna be my like a damage dealer for Spider, also for some other content like the other content that will use him in. So he's definitely not a useless champion to get masteries on, especially the Ice Golem block damage, and he does maybe the Frost Spider. A lot of places that he will be useful for either damage or turn meter control, even Fire Knights. So that's why he's getting masteries along. He will not be a total useless champion. Those are the ones that I've been getting masteries on. None of these new ones have joined. Ooh, I did also add Juntoro to the mix because he is needed for clan boss. Definitely our biggest damage dealer for clan boss. If he begins to do a lot of damage, Kale might no longer be in the team, because right now Kale is doing damage through poisons. But if we see Juntoro is good to go, he will just have to pair with attack and both of them will get it done, because attack is in a toxic set which is enough poisons, though smaller poisons, but kill is not even any better in terms of his A3 that lands sometimes, or sometimes it doesn't land. So attack will fill up the poison bar on that boss, and then with the help of decreased attack, decreased defense, and weaken from this champion, we'll even do more damage. And then while we're surviving with this, and then maybe increased defense as a aura from Michinaki, and more chances of placing decreased attack. So we'll talk about more about the clan boss team in a separate video. For now, I just wanted to celebrate my newly built champion because I was happy with the build. Normally a champion like this that you get, they are kind of useless without books, but he's useful without books in my dungeon content. So it's a win-win. So I think that's all I have to share with you guys. Just hopped in here to show you some noob to pro updates regarding this account that is going on right now. I will not be skipping 5 days in a row. I'll come in here, drop some nuggets like this, and show you changes that is happening on the account, and then take good use of this gear remover. Even if I built this champion, I didn't steal gear from anybody, so I didn't take good advantage of this gear remover. I tried to see if I can find a faster gear for this champion, but no, this is still the fastest you could get from 261 speed. And yeah, for our arbiter missions, let me just update you on that one, because that's something we are trying to get arbiter fast, because we are beginning to find it difficult to beat some content. So this is the mission that got us held back for some days, but once this is done, the next one will say farm the spirit keep at level 13, which we can easily do. So I've been farming the classic arena all day. That's why I was able to complete this. But once that is open, I think it's Monday or Tuesday, the spirit is open, we'll be able to move further and finally get through that relic keeper at the end right here. All right, that's the noob to pro update on day 50. If there's any other tips and tricks you want to share with me that can make this team better, I'm always looking forward to your comments right here below, and responding as always. You guys help me hit like in this video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy Sunday or happy weekend later, guys.